Right now, in the spring of 2026, AI is absolutely breaking small YouTube content creators. I don't think I've ever seen a time where there's been more uncertainty when it comes to the path forward, how to make sense of it all, what to do in order to move forward and actually grow a YouTube channel. And as a brand new channel myself, with less than 100 subscribers, far below that, I just got to say, I am really feeling this. And it's really based on AI. And the fact is, it doesn't matter where you stand, whether you're pro AI, you think it's amazing, the greatest thing since sliced bread, or it's horrible, there still is this huge problem for YouTube content creators, and I just had to come down and film this today and talk about it. And this is what I know to be true. Having a workflow makes it possible. Having a workflow that is repeatable, a step-by-step system that you can count on to publish videos that an audience loves is absolutely fundamentally, again, critical to your success and mine. And right now, I don't have any idea how to make that happen. Right now, I'm in deep with AI, and I want to let you know right now, don't think you know where I stand when it comes to AI. Just please give me a minute to share my thoughts, because again, this is such this time period is just not like anything else. But before we get into the problem, the AI workflow problem, I want to share this one thing you can do to really get a dramatic boost. It's based on one of the most important things we have to do as content creators, and that's bring people back to our YouTube channels. If you can't do this effectively in 2026, I'm not sure you can grow. And the problem with that very thing is that right now, the algorithm, YouTube, rewards one specific mindset. And that is that you have drawn the line in the sand and you've made it clear. This is where I stand. This is what I believe. Not only that, this is what I know to be true no matter what. Controversy, polarization, just people deciding this is the camp, this is my team. And if you don't have one, because you're actually stuck in the middle. And before we get into the whole AI thing, what comes before that for you and for me is content creation, is being a YouTuber. It's having something to say in a passionate way. It's knowing what you stand for, your morality, what matters to you, and what you're trying to achieve. And if that comes before the AI, and this is kind of where we're going to start getting into it, it is a massive problem right now. And here's the problem that I'm struggling with, and I'd love to get your feedback. Maybe you feel this too. When you decide, hey, I see a lot of benefits to using AI. I think AI is really fantastic. Immediately, the people that are opposing AI, which, by the way, the algorithm rewards, and those YouTubers who have decided that AI is fundamentally bad and you'll burn in hell, pardon my French, but sometimes it's almost like that, well then they're going to oppose you and they're going to come in and dispute and create this kind of hyperboil that absolutely is divisive, and it's the thing that drives clicks and engagement. It's the thing that really separates. Instead of bringing us together as content creators, understanding what matters more is the content itself. Who gives a shit? Pardon my French, but I'm really feeling it today. It's not about AI. Here on this channel, it's about how to craft and create amazing content before anything else. It's not to grow the biggest channel, it's to create something you're passionate about, to create something that is from inside you, authentically you. And that's what I've always done. You know, the books, Trust Funnel, my ideas, my stories, my workflows, and more. Tube Ritual, the same exact thing. Brian G. Johnson. And right now, when it comes to AI, it's exactly the same. And yet so many people want to oppose. They want to say, stop, you can't do that. I can't believe you created a post by voice dictating and dumping all your ideas and then having AI write a post. Let me just ask you, is it really that bad? And yet people have come in and said, yes, it's horrible. It's not about this. It's not about using this or that. It's about the experience of being a writer. No, it's not. Sometimes I'm busy. I've got a video to publish. I need to edit, script, come up with bullet points, the thumbnail, and more. And I simply see AI as a tool that can aid me in creating amazing content that otherwise wouldn't be possible. But again, let's go back to this polarization. Did I say that right? Who cares? I'm on a roll. Let's keep going. You see, once you decide you're in the camp pro, AI is the best thing since sliced bread, people will oppose. And to be fair, you will be rewarded because what that does is it creates controversy. I'm thinking about Prince right now, 10 years after his passing, controversy. And that drives clicks and engagements and in comments and people coming back and voicing their opinion and telling you why you're wrong because, my God, you have an opinion that's different than theirs. Doesn't it seem silly a little bit? Like, to be so up in arms over how somebody creates content? And I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm the guy that wrote the book Trust Funnel. And what I see is so many people saying, wait a minute, stop, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the problem right now. The problem is that when you're in the middle, you don't see AI as this thing that means you're going to rot in hell because you decided to use it. And you certainly know it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's just a tool. And furthermore, it's problematic. It's a tool that doesn't always do the thing you want it to do, and you try and you re-explain, and it's frustrating. And for some reason, we keep coming back to it because we know it's the future. That's what I believe. And again, that's what this channel is about. It's about content creation. It's not AI content creation, it's future creators. We embrace all that is the possibility of the next best video we ever published. If you have a brain and you think for yourself and you're in the middle and you haven't chosen a side and you kind of go back and forth, then sadly you don't get the benefit of being polarizing and talking about the latest, greatest thing in terms of AI, which this is another thing that the algorithm rewards. You know, right now, my peers in the space who talk about AI, every day, there is a new thing that's released, and it's the newest, greatest thing because when you make a video, again, you want to be polarizing. You want to talk about this thing that's so incredible. Why? Because you need the click, and the way to get the click is to choose a side. But I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Trust Funnel, it matters to me. More than 500,000 subscribers, I'd rather have 100,000 subscribers doing it my way. My ideas and my workflow. And that's the messy middle. And I've been really thinking about this for a while, and it kind of formulated, crystallized this morning. And I just had to share this. And I think this is really hard on people because I'm guessing, I don't know, I'd love your feedback. I think a lot of people are probably really struggling to make sense of anything. Because when you decide, okay, I'm tired of hearing about AI, I'll give it a chance. If you're not really using it on a daily basis, it's hard to get anything back that's like, that's pretty amazing. And then you're like, what's all the hoopla? There isn't any. It's all smoke and mirrors until, in my humble opinion, you just take AI for what it is, another tool in the content creation or content creator tool belt, and that's it. You know, and for me, that's the thing that I'm really excited about. I'm excited about coming up with a workflow based on what I'm doing now because I've had these moments of like, man, that's incredible. Like being able to create a 35-word article, essay, YouTube video script, and more based on a subject matter that is deep. And like the way I'm using it is like literally it takes me 3 hours. Is that what you want? I'm going to be honest, I don't know, but my gut tells me no. I don't want to spend 3 hours working on a video script. But that's my story. That's authentically me. And back in the day, that used to take me 15 to 20 hours, and that is the difference. Now I can do it in 3 hours. And I'm just getting up and running with the workflow that is so important that I mentioned earlier. And I think that for me is the message of this video, is that it's really so very hard to know which way to go and what AI is. And all you hear is how amazing it is, and it's not. It's just a tool. And at the same time, these people that it's like, oh my God, it's horrible. Why do they talk like that? Because the other group of people that have made the decision and they're in the it's horrible camp agree. And they come back and they feel at home and they feel this place is safe. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's not me. I'm in the middle. I just see it as it is. And I want to invite you to be okay with right now it's messy if you're unsure. Because what I do know beyond a shadow of a doubt is the moment that you decide what matters to you more is the moment you have just a little bit more of a chance. Because then you can step forward and say, I don't have it all figured out. And maybe that's okay. Maybe we don't have to have it all figured out. Maybe it's not the best thing since sliced bread. Every single morning, that's what I see. Oh my God, the new OpenAI image generator. 20 videos covering the same thing, and it doesn't mean I won't do that too. It just means that I'll do it when I'm passionate and when it makes sense. I sat down with the OpenAI Claude design tool, and I know I'm going to use that eventually, probably, but I was really tired yesterday. I sat down, I looked at it, and I'm just like, a lot of buttons, I'm not sure where to start, and I didn't. Like, I think it's so important that we find our own lane, we find our own place, we find our own camp of people, our tribe. We stand up for what we believe, and we speak the truth in an authentic manner. Even when everybody is zigging or zagging, and you're just maybe you're like in the bike lane, cruising at your own speed, down the beach, just kind of digging, hairs in your wind, and that's where you live. But that's not very sexy, and it's certainly not the thing that the YouTube algorithm rewards. You know, when I came up with this video, it took me a while to wrap my head around the title and the topic. And I just had this conversation with Claude, and an hour later, after yelling and saying, you're really messing up, I got back bullet points that I'm using right now. Barely, but they're kind of just guiding me along. I think that's me in the messy middle. Honestly, I really wanted to make this video for me, to create my line in the sand. This video, I'm going to be honest, it's for me. It's for me to come down and crystallize my thoughts and my ideas to clarify where I stand and how I view AI and where it fits in. This is, again, future creators. That's it. Nothing more, definitely nothing less. It's going to be a lot of the same content creation, but in a new era, embracing the tools for what they are, tools. If you're new, if you're trying to figure this out, hit the button, whichever one you prefer. Like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, I would really love to hear from other people that are just trying to make sense of this. 'Cause it is just overwhelmingly too much. And the problem is, like, this is the thing that I see. If you're not sure, then every day you wake up to a new wave of, oh my God, the greatest thing since sliced bread has just been released, and tomorrow it'll be the same thing again. And the next day again. Every single day, without fail. How could that even be? How could it be that every day is the greatest thing since sliced bread? It's not. It's YouTube, done well. A platform that is how many years old now? About 20 years old? Is it 25? Well, it's been around a really long time. People, this is their livelihood. They focus, they understand what gets a click, and being polarizing gets the click. And nothing is more unsafe than stuck in the middle. I kind of think AI is okay. And that brings me back to the workflow. How are you possibly supposed to understand what your workflow is when you're unsure? It's really challenging. I remember about a year and a half ago, I came down, I filmed a video similar to this, really simple, not a lot of edits. Yes, 2 cameras, which is really authentic. That's another thing I want to talk about is this, authenticity rules. And how people define it is so incredible. Like, this is my authentic experience as a creator who's been on this platform for a long time. Great looking lighting, edited, multi-camera. I can do that. It's not that hard, and it is most certainly authentic. If you're just getting started, you might prefer a simple setup so you can publish easily and quickly. And that's the thing you should absolutely embrace, because it kind of takes us back to that place where we talk about workflow. You want to have your workflow dialed in so it becomes easy to film a video that allows you to express yourself in a creative manner, whatever that is. And when I talk about this AI, I'm so interested. And I think about things and I try to figure out, like, what's the best way forward? What can I do to simplify but still allow me to make an incredibly great video? Like, my goal is not fast. My goal is not to push a button and generate, which is the haters, that's what they talk about. If anybody thinks I'm doing that, they simply haven't been around enough to watch my videos, read my books, and really seen how I've shared my content online for years. And yet, I just think it's kind of a bummer that we have to decide what's good and what's bad, and we can't put first and foremost content creation for the sake of content creation. Is it really so bad if someone uses Nano Banana or a new model to generate an image for a thumbnail? I don't think so. Is it really so bad if someone wants to use AI to create bullet points and have the AI structure the bullet points and help with title ideas? I don't think so. And you know what? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that a lot of you watching, you don't think it's so bad either. And yet we hear it's either it's amazing, it's going to save you, or it's horrible. Why can't we just have this place in the middle? And it makes the workflow so challenging, because every day there's this new tool I need to check out, and I'm trying to keep up I still haven't wrapped my head around the tool from yesterday and the day before. And it just is like this treadmill that you never are able to catch up with. And maybe we shouldn't. Maybe the way forward is to let go of that and just say, I am embracing all that content creation has to offer. And that includes, and is not limited to, AI. And I will deem what is okay and what's not, and that's enough for me. And that's how I want to move forward. And for me personally, that's why I created this channel. So what do you do? How do you move forward? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Right now, this video is a godsend for me, because I'm structuring what this channel means to me first. You hear audience, yes, but if you don't connect with what your channel is about and how you share about your channel and what the overarching message is, how can you ever articulate in a way that makes it easy for somebody to connect with you? I think you have to start with what's in here first, how you feel, and you have to make up your mind. And if it's the messy middle, that's okay. Peace, power, progress. I'll see you on the next video. We're going to get there. Small creators, one step at a time. You dig?